What is up, guys? Keith here, aka Chris of the Jerichos, and I am here for another edition of Talk is Jericho! My guest this week is none other than the product himself, David Starr, aka Tyler. What is up, Tyler? How are you doing?
It's going pretty swell.
I'm glad to hear it. So, let's talk about you, since you're on my podcast, the podcast of Keith, master of podcasts. How did you join WIFC? When did you join WIFC, and what made you join WIFC? Man, I said WIFC like a lot.
I joined WIFC like June 6th was the day, I think.
2014, 2015?
15.
Oh, nice.
And is because I was in IFLU. And
Oh, okay, yeah.
and so I was like, and when Jackson closed it, I was like, wow, there's nothing for me to do now. I've lost all my purpose in life. Why must I be forsaken? Then, like, a couple days after, Bailey kicked me,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, hey, join WIFC. I was like, well, okay.
Okay.
And I did.
Who was your character when you joined?
Oh, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn? I don't remember you being the Sami.
Probably because it wasn't really a Sami. I played a posh Sami Zayn. Where essentially it's just like the William Regal character, but Sami Zayn.
Huh, how'd that pan out for you?
Not that great.
So, run me through it. What are your accomplishments in WIFC?
Absolutely nothing.
Really?
Yeah, really. Alright.
I could have sworn you were a European champion at some point.
Alright, I'll go through all my major matches. Let's see. First major match was Impact Call-Up match. I lost to Shane, his real name's Dakota, but we call him Shane for literally no reason. Who was Danny DeVito most recently.
My God.
Lost Impact Call-Up match to him, and then I think next would have been Tough Enough, which I got second place in.
I remember that.
Luckily, second place still got called up. So it's like, I still get a win, but I get the sting of not getting first place.
Yes.
And then immediately after, like I think a week after, it was like the FSPV, and it was that time when Ty Dillinger, who's currently Ty Dillinger, had vacated Euro. Wait, no, that's not. Is that him?
I think he vacated US.
I'm thinking of something else. No, I'm thinking of take it all the three. I'm thinking of the 3v3 Impact match that SPV had. Who am I thinking of?
You mean champion versus
Waylon.
Oh, I remember Waylon. Yes.
Waylon left.
Mhm.
And so Jackson had no one to face, and so I made an open challenge, and they had me accept it. And creamed, absolutely creamed. It was like 5-60.
Jeez.
I mean, what do you expect? It's a guy a man who was literally called up a week ago against the guy who main evented WIFC Mania 2. After that, was it tag? I think so. Yeah, it was tag with Montana. We were Tajiri. Which, funnily enough, we weren't planning on teaming.
Uh-huh.
We were trying to do like a wrestler manager type of things. Then Shelly was just without asking, added us to Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah, I thought of that. I thought these guys were fucking manager and client, but then they're a tag team. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, and so we were just like, okay, because I was originally going after Euro, but then Montana and I was like, I'm probably not gonna get Euro, because the other guy who was chasing it was currently John Moxley, who now
Ouch.
who was recently the longest reigning European champ.
Mm.
So easy to say I wasn't going to get that. And then I flopped. That wasn't a flop. We came in at number 5, beat the Hardys,
Mm-hmm.
and then we lost to
Fucking Xavier.
Xavier and current world heavyweight champion.
Wow, I didn't even think of that. That's quite funny. Now that Dean's world heavyweight champion and Xavier actually has the possibility of becoming WiFC champion, former tag team champions who are tag partners could be both world champions. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, and then next month went back to singles and went after US, which I'm pretty sure it was my closest match at SPV matches Regal.
Yeah.
Is the Fatal 4-Way against current Aaron Young, Eric Young.
Aaron Young.
Derek Young.
Derek Young.
I think there was John Cena in the match, was there?
Who was Cena at the time?
I don't know. And it was some guy that was irrelevant that somehow managed to beat Jackson.
Huh.
I don't know how. Which Jackson was the one who beat me for Euro.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Jacobs, who is now Sammy Callahan. Yeah, I believe he was champion, but he lost it to Eric Young, who was Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal, huh?
And that was when I retired William Regal character and changed to Ethan Page.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my first SPV win as him against a feud against Jomo.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It was technically Mundo at the time because Dirt Sheet was a thing. Then, oh no, Godfather. The thing that probably irritates me the most, I lost in the finals against Brian Pillman, who straight up just left. Like, he went inactive, then people started asking questions, and I think just someday, like, he just got on, it's like, hey, I'm vacating main event, bye.
Okay.
It really made me upset.
It pisses off Xavier, too, from what I heard.
And it probably made a lot of people mad. Every single one of my friends thought I would win, but then I lose, and yet he just doesn't even keep it.
Mm-hmm.
He just entirely gives up. Like, he still had a month to build up a feud, even more, but he just gave up. And then St. Valentine's Day Massacre, which was another Fatal 4-Way, or no, Triple Threat? No, Fatal 4-Way, because I thought it was Triple Threat, then I remembered the controversy of Bailey automatically making Rustin #1 contender.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That made him leave WIFC for, I think, good. No, he came back as a little bit for Bullet Club. Then he left again. Rip. Lost that to Tony. It was kind of close. I believe the two leads were Tony and I.
Okay.
Then it was WIFC Mania, which I had I was in the Money in the Bank.
Mm.
And like in promos, I had said, if I lose, I'll leave WIFC. I ended up losing. Which, what I did is I just retired the Ethan Page character. And that's why I changed to David Starr.
Mm-hmm.
So I originally wanted to be Ethan Page longer. because I don't like it when people are only a character for 1 or 2 months. I like to when they're dedicated to someone.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's, like, people, like, that change, like, every single month. I'm just, like, stick to one, please.
I completely agree with you there. I've only been a couple people in my career, and so have you.
Mm-hmm. And then became David Starr, had a feud with David, who is now Raven, beat him pretty decisively. And now we're at Mayday, where I'm feuding with Aaron. Ultraman is Black.
He hasn't made a promo in like over 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was not last Monday, but the Monday before that.
Ripperoni and pepper jack cheese. So, I believe you're definitely gonna win on Sunday, though.
If I lose, I'll probably leave WIFC.
There you have it, folks.
I'll do
I'm
it
holding
again.
you to that.
I'll do it again, this time for real.
Do it, pussy. You won't.
I'll do it.
Man, that really depressed me. All that failure.
It's not that. I'm not a good SPV streak. Oh wait, I technically forgot one.
Uh-oh.
I did and didn't. So, Curtis, who's Eric Young, was booking Future Shock, which was the Division A SPV, day before WRC Mania. And he was supposed to book Adam Page, but he accidentally booked me as Ethan Page. And so technically, I have a SPV win in Division A, while on main roster, over some guy that had left Division A like a week or 2 earlier.
What the fuck?
I know he legitimately did not get a single vote.
That's actually pretty funny.
It was pretty great. And I like to imagine that like it actually was an SPV win because he didn't like fix it for the ending. He still kept it as Ethan Page winning.
Man, that was a really depressing though. Jeez. But for being now that I'm Impact General Manager, I have high hopes for you to win something in Feast or Fired.
Hopefully.
I heard you already are making promos for it, Feast or Fired?
Yeah, I added a bit.
That's smart.
A paragraph or 2 about it.
Smart. Hopefully you don't get the fired briefcase.
Oh, if I win, if I get a briefcase, I'm definitely getting fired.
Jeez, if you really do get the fired briefcase, I'm gonna fucking cry. I'll be like, oh my god.
My only hope is that if I do get fired, is that unlike Trevor, I don't lose absolutely all my momentum.
Yes, Trevor did lose a significant amount.
Trevor, when he got called down to Division 8, he lost absolutely everything. I'm pretty sure he lost matches in Division 8, too. Like, he wasn't just, like, a main roster guy going and killing Division 8 guys. I'm pretty sure he lost, like, a couple.
Jeez.
And then when he got back to main roster, he was still losing. It was pretty messy.
Now look at him. Fate brought him the WIC championship.
No, not Fate. One's changing to a call.
That's why I said Fate. It was Fate that he was actually fighting him on that Velocity episode. Now since we have talked too much about your depressing moments, how about we go into your opinions on things in WIFC?
Alright, shoot.
Right now, who would you say is the greatest promo maker? If you don't say Jericho, I'm gonna kick you off the show right now.
What if I say just Paul?
I'll give you 5 more minutes then.
Oh, cool. We lit.
Yes. So greatest promos.
Other than you, of course.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. I like Ty Dillinger's has been pretty good. Tony's up there.
Rip Tony, where the fuck is he?
He went on a cruise.
Huh.
I I think it was like a Disney fantasy or something.
Granny fan.